Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, money just seems to disappear? Or maybe you've tried budgeting or saving, but it never seems to stick? You're not alone, and it's not because you're lazy or because you're bad at math. It's because money is emotional. It's tied to fear, identity, comfort, and even how we were raised. In my video on the psychology of money, we talked about how our beliefs and emotions shaped every financial decision that we make. Today, we're taking that a step further. We're going to look at 10 habits that keep people poor, even when they're trying to do better. These are habits rooted in psychology, not in logic. And once you recognize them, you can start to break free. Hi, I'm Greg Hardy, and welcome back to the channel, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here. On this channel, we talk about all things personal finance, investing, and building a financially secure future. So if you're passionate about taking control of your finances and learning something new every week, subscribing is the best way to stay connected. One click helps grow this community and brings this knowledge to others who need it. Thank you. Number 1, emotional spending. We've all done it. Had a rough day, felt stressed, and found ourselves scrolling through Amazon or walking out of a store with something that we didn't plan on buying. Emotional spending is sneaky. It feels like a quick fix, a way to boost your mood or distract yourself from what's really going on. But that feel-good purchase, it usually fades pretty fast, and what's left behind is regret and a dent in your bank account. The truth is, emotional spending isn't about the item, it's about the feeling. Whether it's boredom, anxiety, loneliness, or just needing a sense of control, spending becomes a coping mechanism. But here's the good news. Once you're aware of it, you can stop it. Next time you're about to buy something, pause and ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? That one question can help you catch the emotion before it controls your wallet. Number 2, keeping up with others. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to keep up with your friends, your coworkers, even strangers on Instagram. You see someone with a new car, fancy vacation, or designer clothes, and suddenly your perfectly good life feels not enough. So you spend money you don't really have to match a lifestyle you think you're supposed to have. But here's the problem with that. Chasing someone else's version of success often leads to stress, debt, and feeling behind financially. And the fact of the matter is that most people are faking it anyway. That new car might come with a giant monthly payment, or that luxury trip could be sitting on a credit card. While you're comparing your real life to their highlight reel, your financial health is taking a hit. The moment you stop trying to impress others is the moment you're going to start building real wealth. Like the old saying goes, comparison is the thief of wealth. Stay focused on your goals, not someone else's image. Number 3, avoiding money altogether. A lot of people avoid money stuff not just because they don't care, but because it feels overwhelming or even scary. It's easier to ignore the bank account than to face the reality of what's in it, or to let that bill sit unopened on the counter just a little while longer. But here's the truth. Avoiding your money doesn't make the problems go away. It actually makes them grow. And that stress you feel in the back of your mind, it's the weight of uncertainty. The more you avoid, the more powerless you feel. But once you actually face your numbers, even if they're not great, you start to regain control. Knowledge creates clarity, clarity creates action, and action builds confidence. So start small, check your balance, look at your budget, face the facts, and you'll be surprised how quickly anxiety turns into a sense of direction. Number 4, believing I'll save more when I make more. A lot of people tell themselves, I'll start saving when I make more money. But here's the truth. More income doesn't magically fix poor habits. In fact, if you don't learn how to save a little now, you probably won't save when you're making a lot more later. That's because saving isn't just about how much you earn, it's about the discipline and the mindset behind it. And those don't change overnight just because your paycheck does. Start to think of saving like a muscle. You have to build it gradually. So start with $5 a week or maybe $25 a month. Something that's small and doable. The amount matters way less than the habit itself does. Once you train yourself to save consistently, you'll be ready when your income grows. And instead of wondering where your money went, you'll be in control of where it's going. Number 5, instant gratification. We live in a world that makes it way too easy to get what we want when we want it. One click and it's on the way. That quick hit of excitement you feel after buying something, that's dopamine, your brain's reward system lighting up. The problem is that rush doesn't last, and we often end up with stuff we don't really need and the money that we wish we still had. Instant gratification feels good in the moment, but it steals from our future. That's why slowing down is so powerful. One simple trick is the 24-hour rule. That is waiting a full day before making any non-essential purchases. Just pause. You'd be surprised how many must-haves don't feel so urgent after a little time has passed. This small delay helps you separate emotion from decisions and gives your brain time to think long-term, like for saving, investing, or reaching that bigger financial goal that actually matters. Number 6, underestimating small purchases. It's easy to overlook the little things. A $7 coffee here, a quick drive-through meal, a few streaming subscriptions that you barely use, but those small, no big deal purchases, they add up fast. And before you know it, you've spent hundreds of dollars in a month on stuff you don't even remember buying. It's not the one big purchase that drains your wallet, it's the steady drip of the small ones that you don't track. So try this for 1 week. Write down everything you spend money on. No judgment, just awareness. Most people are shocked at how much money is slipping through the cracks. And once you see it clearly, you can start to make smarter choices and redirect those dollars towards something that actually matters to you. Number 7, believing debt is normal. In today's world, debt is everywhere. Between car loans, credit cards, buy now, pay later plans, it's marketed like a way to have it all now and treated like a normal part of life. But just because something is common doesn't mean that it's healthy. Debt often creates stress, limits your freedom, and steals from your future income. Now, not all debt is bad. A mortgage, for example, can build wealth over time, but debt should be intentional and strategic, not automatic. Before borrowing, ask yourself, is this really helping me build a better future, or am I just trying to keep up? Shifting that mindset can save you thousands and give you peace of mind too. Number 8, fear of investing. A lot of people avoid investing because it feels risky or confusing. They think, well, what if I lose my money? So they keep their savings in cash, thinking it's safer that way. But here's the twist. Doing nothing with your money might actually be the riskiest move of all. Over time, inflation eats away at your cash, and you miss out on the power of compound growth. Investing isn't about gambling. It's about building wealth over the long term. You don't have to be an expert or take huge risks to get started. A simple index fund or retirement account can do the work for you. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow and the less you have to invest. Number 9, thinking more money will fix everything. It's easy to believe that making more money is the solution to every financial problem you might have. And while a bigger paycheck can definitely help, it won't solve deeper issues like overspending, lack of planning, or emotional spending. If your habits don't change, more income just leads to more spending. That's why so many people get raises or better jobs and still feel broke. They upgrade their lifestyle instead of their mindset. Wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about what you can do with it. If you're able to manage your money well when you have a little, you'll do even better when you have more. But if you're constantly chasing more without changing your habits, you're always going to feel like it's not enough. True financial peace comes from mastering your money, not just multiplying it. Number 10, not setting clear financial goals. Wandering through life without a financial plan is like driving somewhere without a destination. You're moving, but where are you actually going? Without clear goals, your money gets pulled in every different direction. A little here, a little there, and at the end of the month, you're left wondering where it all went. That kind of aimless spending leads to stress, frustration, and often debt. And it's not because you don't make enough, it's because your money has no mission. But when you set a specific goal, like saving $5,000 for a down payment, becoming debt-free in 12 months, or building a 6-month emergency fund, everything changes. Your daily decisions start to align with that goal. You spend more intentionally, you cut back where you need to, and every time you see progress, it motivates you to keep going. Goals then turn your money into a tool, not a trap. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, sit down, get clear on what it is that you want, and make a plan to get there. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be personal. If you recognized yourself in any of these traps, you're not alone. The key isn't to feel guilty about it, it's to get curious. Why do you spend the way you do? What emotions are driving your money decisions? When you understand that, you can change it. Start with just one habit. Tackle it this week, then build on that momentum. Financial freedom doesn't come from perfection, it does come from progress. And remember this, you don't have to change everything overnight. Small, consistent steps makes the biggest difference over time. The goal isn't to have flawless finances, but to be more aware, more intentional, and more in control. Every good money decision that you make, no matter how small it is a step toward a future with less stress and with more freedom. So be patient with yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, and don't give up. Your financial breakthrough might be closer than you think. Now, if you found this video eye-opening, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who you think needs to hear it. And if you want more practical, no-nonsense advice on building wealth and securing your financial future, then check out this video here. And also, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.